Charlie McAvoy is ahead of schedule. The club's original target date of December 1st, approximately 6 months out from his June 3rd shoulder surgery, no longer holds firm. "Let's do it," McAvoy said with a smile. "I won't be playing on this trip, but just to be out there, keep getting practices and pregame skates to be with guys. We're at that contact point where it's more important for me to be on the ice with the guys than it is to just be here by myself. There is still lots to do before doctors clear McAvoy to pull on his no. He will not play during the 3-game road trip. While McAvoy's legs are sharp, he needs time to align his fast-twitch muscles to those of his peers. Even if he remains relatively out of reach, McAvoy's accelerated schedule and his skill set are just enough to make his new coach feel the anticipation of how he'll perform. The 8-1-0 Bruins tour through October. Grzelcyk and Brad Marchand, projected to still be sidelined from their off-season repairs, are already back and playing sublimely. The 8-1-0 Bruins are the NHL's best team and steamrolling like a Mad Max war rig. If McAvoy gets in sometime in November, there's no telling how much better the Bruins could become. "I think he's easily one of the top defensemen in the league," Jim Montgomery said. "Cale, Makar does it differently than he does, but I don't like to put a ceiling on a player that's that talented. He can beat people one-on-one. He can out-physical people. So, I mean, yeah," Montgomery continued with a laugh. "I am starting to get excited now." Montgomery has reason for it. McAvoy performed well enough to be in the Norris Trophy chatter last year, even with a compromised shoulder. At full strength, he should have no limits on his capabilities. It is not just McAvoy's singular talent that has Montgomery drumming his fingers while awaiting his availability. McAvoy, in all likelihood, will be paired with Hampus Lindholm, who has trended well after a tempered start. He could be back running the show on the no. At even strength, McAvoy is optimized to execute the principles of Montgomery's system. Be a net front outlet for his teammates, get rid of the puck rapidly, go on the attack. Because of McAvoy's instinctual play and ability to forget mistakes, it should not take the 24-year-old long to advance past hesitation, which is there, without question. He's going to start getting repetitions of how we want to play, because it's a little bit different, Montgomery said. Because he's a little bit deer in the headlights at the beginning of practice. Everybody else knows what we're doing just by the name of drills and what we're doing. He's looking and he's watching the first couple reps before he goes. On Monday, McAvoy practiced alongside Jakub Zboril on an extra pairing. "He'll stay there for some time. The rush of bodies around him feels good for now. Our practices are very respectful," McAvoy said. "Nobody's really hitting or bumping much, but just to be in there, to do drills that sometimes have that incidental contact, just to be playing hockey and have people flying around me, taking rushes, it's just good. It's all sort of elementary doing stuff like that, but for me, it's been a while just deking cones and pylons. To be out there with guys and to be back, feeling like you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, is really exciting." Before long, though, McAvoy will proceed to the point where Montgomery will start thinking about his lineup and where he fits. The first-year coach likes the look of a do-it-all duo in Lindholm and McAvoy, one that can play 25-plus minutes against any opponent. Hampus Lindholm and Charlie McAvoy, Winslow Townson, USA Today. "It is reaching and perhaps even foolish to think the Bruins will stay healthy on the blue line until McAvoy achieves liftoff. But if that were to be the case, McAvoy would replace Anton Stralman on the right side. The Bruins would then have 3 balanced left-right combos and provide Montgomery with a bounty of options. Given how well they've played, Forbort and Connor Clifton as a no. 3 pair should have no issues against 3rd and 4th lines. Grzelcyk has not looked out of place in his 5 appearances this year after returning from shoulder surgery. Every game Brandon Carlo plays after coming back from a concussion should see the defensive defenseman become more comfortable. Reilly, who had been playing well, is only in waivers limbo because of the numbers on the defense. "The depth has been crazy," said McAvoy. "We've gotten production from everybody, not only for the overall group but for each individual on that basis. To feel that validation when you are producing and it's in winning efforts. It's just the culture we have. Everyone's so supportive of one another. You're seeing guys with big smiles. Everyone's having a good time. It's really the ideal start you can have. For me, it removes a little bit of pressure. You try not to feel that anyway. Your timeline's your time, but to see the guys playing so well, it allows you to put the head on the pillow and realize you're going to be fine." Top photo of Charlie McAvoy and Jordan Staal, Winslow Townson, USA Today.